Welcome to Beginner's Answers for Heat Transfer. In previous episode, we discussed elements and material. In this episode 3, we are going to discuss modeling. We are going to use bottoms-up approach. We will define key points, from key points to line, line to area, and area to finally volume. To create key points, we need to define number of key points in geometry and derive coordinates for each key points. Let's go to geometry and define key points. Okay, so let's define key points. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, total 9 key points. Defining key points are based on geometry. You should be able to create complete model using defined key points. I'm going to show 2 examples for deriving coordinates. Remaining I will write directly. It is simple mathematics. So let's say for key point number 1 we take coordinate 0, 0, 0. So for 2, as this is 26, this is half, so x coordinate will be 13, 0, 0. Remaining I am going to write it directly. Now that we have defined all key points and derived its coordinates, let's go to ANSYS and do modeling. Look for modeling under preprocessor. Click modeling, create key points in active coordinate system. Window will pop up. Here we'll assign key point number and insert coordinates. For first, the coordinates are 0, 0, 0. So I'm going to insert all coordinates x, y, and z. Apply. You can see in the background 1 is created here. Let's go to second. For the second, coordinates are 13, 0, 0. Hit apply. For remaining, I will skip illustration. You can define similarly. Now we have defined all coordinates, you can see. Let's create line from these key points. Look for lines under create. Click lines, lines, straight lines. Pop-up window is asking to pick up key points between which we want to create lines. Pick key points to create lines. So I'm going to pick 1 and 2. Similarly, I'm going to create all other lines and I'm going to skip it. You can do it, it's easy. Now we have created all the lines. Let's create area from these lines. Look for the area under create. Click area, arbitrary by lines. I'll select lines for area representing brick, and it should be a closed loop logically. As we select lines, you can see count in this region will increase. As you go on selecting lines, it will keep track. Similarly, I am going to create area for concrete. We know there are 9 key points, 10 lines and 2 area in this geometry. We can count and keep track as this geometry is small. But if you are dealing with larger geometry and want to keep track of key points, lines and areas, you can do it. For that, look for list on top bar, click list, key points, coordinates only. It will enlist all key points with coordinates. You can see all the key points and their coordinates x, y, z. Let's say you want to see lines. How many lines you have in this geometry? Again, go to list, lines, attribute format. It will enlist all the lines. You can check which line connects which key points, what is the length of that line. Similarly, you can enlist area, volumes. You can plot lines, key points and area. Let's plot area. For plotting area, look for plot on top bar, click plot, under it click area. So area is plotted. Now let's say if you want to plot key point, go to plot, key point. So it will only plot key points. Now let's say you want to plot lines, go to plot, click lines, it will plot lines. Now let's say you want to number these lines. Look for plot controls on top bar, click plot controls, numbering. Look for the line numbers, turn it on and click OK. So you can see all the line numbers on the screen. Similarly, you can assign numbers to key points and areas. You can also do modeling for any problem in similar way. This is not just limited to thermal. You can apply this concept to structural and fluid problems also. You can also create model in other CAD software and then you can import it in ANSYS. That's it for this video. Thank you. In next video, we'll cover meshing, boundary conditions and loading.